Speaking of coming, welcome back to Enemies of the Fire. Here, we're going to talk a little bit about the secret meeting that was a little weird and out of nowhere, guys. Like, kind of seems like I don't know if you know the history of Jekyll Island, but it's like a little Jekyll Island mystery in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, we got to figure out these rules a little bit better.
So it was like Godfather
which owners? Because like 7 or 8 owners went down to Miami to have an emergency meeting with Don Garber about the rules.
And they had an emergency meeting, not an emergency meeting, a planned meeting back in December 8th to 10th or so, approximately. Don't quote me on that, but approximately, allegedly. And they were talking about this stuff, and then it came out of those meetings that Don Garber was like, oh, no forced DP, for sure. Oh, no real big changes, for sure. And then you come to a couple days ago, emergency meeting in Miami. What's going on?
Well, so my question is, it's one of two things. It's the Mansuetos and the Arthur Blanks of the world who want more. Give us more money, more leeway. We want to make a super team like Miami's doing.
We're limited.
It's the Hunts and the New England guy, and they're like, oh man, you should punish Miami. Look at what they're doing. Oh God.
So just for the record, and thanks to the fine folks at Men in Red 97. They do the Lord's work.
They do.
They based on what besides what's going on in that meeting, Joe Mansueto, the owner of the Fire, was not involved in that meeting whatsoever. So,
boo.
So this is a meeting of maybe guys that have deeper pockets. I'm not sure.
Well, I often tell you guys, Joe Mansueto's only amongst the top 15 richest billionaires in MLS.
He's higher
There's
on the
at least
ambition
8
list.
to 10 or 12 more.
Yes.
But he's higher on the ambition list. He's with Arthur Blank. Arthur Blank's like, cool. What? Wait a second. I can't just buy this.
Yes.
But you billions, you still have pardon my French.
Joe Mansueto actually wants to be like an independent sports team owner. He doesn't want to be tied down with MLS rules.
He's got teams. He can transfer back and forth.
He doesn't want to cater to small market teams. He actually wants, and he wants to spend money and buy players that won't be bogged down by MLS roster rules, basically.
So then are we worried he wasn't involved in these talks? Like I said, it's got to be either the guys who want Miami punished for being ambitious or the guys who say, let us go too, please. If Mansueto's not in that conversation, it makes me wonder.
I find it hard to believe that Don Garber is going to meet with like small market team owners.
But they're not small market. They're the Hunts and the Crafts.
Yeah, but you're talking about people that want to spend less money versus people that want to spend more money.
Right.
So, and usually the people that spend more money bring in more money. So, how many Messi jerseys have sold since he signed with Miami? They're something like hotcakes. Everybody has a Messi jersey now. So
everybody in Chicago has more. There's probably more Messi jerseys in Chicago than there are this year's Fire jerseys. I wouldn't say that.
That would be a good metric to find out.
But
how many more
all
Messi
Fire jerseys combined, I would still say there's probably more all Fire jerseys combined than there are Messi jerseys. Okay. But it's probably alarmingly close.
Well, hold on. Let's not go with all Fire jerseys. Let's go with all Fire jerseys with a player's name on the back.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty
all
good.
The Fire jerseys.
All of them except for not the blank ones.
Yeah.
Right?
So
the ones that have a player's name on it, like who bought Kuipers and Shaqs and whoever else is, versus how many.
But here's the thing, though. Messi's jerseys at one point were sold out. I don't think I've ever seen a Fire player's jersey be sold out.
Never.
So
well, hold on. So we just brought up Messi. I think we are required by law, doing a soccer podcast, to talk about Messi.
Yes.
Did you guys see either game Messi played this weekend?
Yes.
I really didn't give a shit about Messi.
I have the Messi channel.
You're contractually obligated to.
Tragic.
Look, man. Honestly, for all I care is for my Fire to win. Chances are in August, when the Miami comes to town, he's probably going to be hurt because Miami's going to overuse him like crazy because he's basically a freaking carnival. You know?
Dude, he played seasons in Barcelona where he played 50, 60 games.
Yes. Yeah, well, he played with people that don't fucking break people's legs either. So
Miami's got its own problems. The pundits are questioning.
Language.
Pundits are questioning what their ability to maybe last the whole season. But I gotta say, for me, MLS on Apple TV is really more of a Messi channel than a Chicago Fire channel, and that's not to mean that I actually watch more Messi than Chicago Fire. I just identify it as a Messi channel. It is my avenue to Messi, and that is delightful. It's like I have $100. I paid $99, and I get to eat the greatest cake at least 34 times a year. And not just my own Chicago Fire cake, which I love. Chicago Fire boys and girls, I'm on board for the ride, at least for the first 14 games of the season.
It's going to be interesting,
and then
no
you
matter
take the
what.
next 14, and then you take the last 10. But
I'm with you, dude.
14?
It's so nice to watch Messi.
It is.
We
It's a
actually
gift.
get to see him.
It's a gift. It's wonderful. You get to watch him walk the majority of the match, and that's no joke.
He tips dead people.
Oh man, yeah, he chips over guys that are hurt on the floor, like legit injuries.
And then he'll chip over a dead person in the middle of the match, and you'll be like, he was walking just before that, but oh my god, he's sublime. He's absolutely like he's like a soccer drink. What's the most fanciest drink you could get?
Look, I honestly, I don't care much for Messi.
It's an MLS Tom Collins.
Look, honestly, I don't care about Messi. You know, the most excitement I'll get is if I find out that, you know, another MLS team locker room got in a fight because they all want to swap jerseys with Messi.
I don't want people to hurt Messi.
It's once in a lifetime. Like, even if Erling Haaland came over, like, it wouldn't be like this. There's about another 5 or 6 or 10 years before we ever have another Ronaldo or Messi.
I agree.
Like, it takes time. Like, it was from Maradona all the way to Messi.
Guys, this isn't Beckham. Beckham was literally never the greatest of his generation. He was also very freaking good.
You also got to add in Zidane in that conversation.
Right.
You know.
But if MLS had gotten Zidane at that time, that would have been akin to this.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I get it. You know, World Cup winner pretty much did the same thing that Maradona did. I get it. I get the excitement. But I don't know if it's because I'm a Chicago Fire fan loyalist. But it's like, to me, it's more of an attraction. He's more of an attraction than he is, you know, the guy, the legend.
It attracts my eyes, that's for sure.
You know?
I don't know, man. I feel like look at what Miami was, and then the second he showed up, what they turned into.
Oh yeah,
I know
Miami. You know what Miami is right now? You know what Miami is? Miami is like a retirement team. You know, Suarez doesn't even grunt; he jogs. You know, Busquets.
He's so right.
Busquets.
Listen, when have you ever seen a shark swim fast, man? It stalks and then it bites. That's Suarez.
Great
white. He can't even do that. He can't even do that. He can't even. You have Busquets screaming at the coach because he's frustrated. He can't do much anymore physically.
So you bring up a great point. So this was being talked about in one of the podcasts I was listening to, the great MLS Extra Time podcast, and they were talking about their concern for MLS and Messi's team specifically because Busquets looks like he's slow. Looks like he doesn't have it. Yes, he's skilled. He's starting to look. It sounded like Bastian Schweinsteiger. It sounded like he's like his movement's gone. He's got skill on the ball, but the game is moved by moving players, not by standing still. If it was a game of standing still, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Sergio Busquets, probably some of the best players in MLS today.
You're talking about a shark. You're talking about a shark. And you put, Suarez's name next to that. you don't know the irony behind that, bro, man. The man takes,
That's the joke.
I'm just thinking about it now.
you know, the man takes bites out of people, so he's gonna bite. You know, he might be too slow for that too. So, you know, a lot. You know what? And I was watching the Miami game over the weekend, and the commentators were actually talking about how Suarez hasn't done a lot of movement. So that's it, man.
I think I just slayed Toke.
Oh God! No, you know what? That's you might have to play that again for the next thing I want to talk about.
What is it?
Well, remember how Gio Reyna used to play soccer? It doesn't seem like he does that anymore.
Well, like his friends are not gonna bitch and whine on his behalf.
Dude, he's not getting any minutes at Forest. And it's
Really?
like, yeah, and that's where I think we all got on, you know, and talked about the World Cup when it was going on. It was just like, if Gio's not in the right headspace, he's not the right one. Sit him. I mean, Jordan Morris ain't the right one, but still.
Oh God, though, why would you say Jordan Morris, man? Man, the guy was too scared to go to Europe. That's why he stayed in Seattle.
See, that's so mean. So mean.
Hey, this is not even an opinion. This is something I heard from one of his teammates that played with him in Seattle. I forgot who, or in the U.S. men's national team. That he had a chance to go to Europe, to Germany, and I think he was talking to I forgot the guy's name, certain teammate, about, should I go to should I stay in Seattle? Should I go to Germany? And the guy told him, no, you should go to Germany, become a better player. The guy ended up staying in Seattle. So if he's too scared to go to Germany, he's too scared to win a World Cup.
Dude, okay, that wasn't even what I want. I'm worried about Gio Reyna. But before I talk about that, I will say this. I would kill to have Jordan Morris's career. Like, legit, that's a great
Jordan
career.
Morris on the fire.
Right,
Nah,
he gets to live in the country of his birth, where he's most comfortable. He's got his boys on the team. He's a good. He's in the community. He's playing well, or he plays well. He just has exploded his legs a couple of times.
And he probably voted for Biden. This guy's great.
Jesus, what? You had to go there. You had to go there.
Specifically, we specifically stay out of politics.
Yeah, we stay out of politics.
That was just
man.
a funny joke to lay.
No,
So-
it was pretty good.
So here's the thing.
It's from Seattle.
If you want to be the best, you got to play with the best.
Nah, maybe you don't want to be the best. Maybe you just want to slay and, like, hang out at home, man, and play good soccer and win championships.
Every World Cup winning team has players that are playing in top leagues. They want to be.
How many cups does Jordan Morris have? Hold on here.
Doesn't Jordan Morris have World Cup caps? Did he go to the World Cup?
Yes, that's why he came up, because he came in and
He's got
went
World
into
Cup
the game
cap.
instead of Reyna. That's why I even brought him up to begin with.
Jesus. We got 1 minute on the clock here.
Yeah, just kill it. This Jordan Morris slander has
Look,
got me
man,
upset.
Gio Reyna just needs to get his dad to go bitch about him on his behalf. Okay, that's all that he needs to do. Okay, he wants minutes. He needs to get his dad to call the head coach for Force and tell him how his son needs to be playing soccer like he's in a Sunday league. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. This man has won a Gold Cup and multiple MLS Cups.
So what does a CONCACAF Gold Cup do right next to the FIFA World Cup? Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
And you talk about the MLS Cup like it's a Premier League title. Like it's not even in the same spectrum, bro. I get it. You're a Jordan Morris fan. I get that. All right.
Apologist.
I am.
You're an apologist.
I like Jordan Morris.
Right? You want a U.S. men's national team star? Look towards Christian Pulisic. All right.
Or look
Christian
towards
is the man.
Guti. And we'll come back with that here on Enemies of the Fire right around the break. Catch us on the next time because we're going to be talking a little Guti and the Chicago Fire when we return. Kick that like
That's
button.
what we call a tease in the
Go get
business,
yourself a
Carl.
Seattle jersey.